why did you remind me as soon as I went live? Is this why I told you I was going live? I'll do it after, if you remind me. Oh. And we are live on Raw. That's what we're on. And apparently, according to the game, we are in the city of, if it tells me, Manhattan. At least I don't know what place that is. Yeah, we'll start the show. Packed out matches, but the main event is a rerun of last week's match with the WWE champion AJ Styles going up against Bobby Lashley, who just destroyed AJ Styles. So AJ Styles says he wants a rematch, and even to get it, he'll put his title on the line. But up first it is Omos against Dolph Ziggler. Look at this beast of a man, look at the size.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Almost as I first believe his first match in Unique First Mode. I'm probably wrong. But the fans seem to be behind Dolph Ziggler. And look at that, almost just exploding out of the corner. And look at throwing Dolph Ziggler across the ring. Oh, Dolph Ziggler gets a chop, but almost answers it. Big haymaker punch to take Dolph Ziggler down. Almost big clothesline lariat. And look at those dominating Dolph Ziggler so far so much. And look at that, doesn't get the sun. And what's this? Alabama Sam coming up. Connects. And again straight to the leg. Taking away the super kick. Smopped by Omos. And look at that other Alabama Slam. And look at that in the corner. One for a big body slice, and Dolph gets out of the way. Almost slow, quickly getting back up to his feet. Oh! Famous stuff from Dolph Ziggler out of nowhere, but almost does soften Dolph Ziggler off and getting back to his feet. Oh, big punch. And again, using his strength advantage. And look at this, has him a big backbreaker. He was looking for the double-handed clothesline, but almost Dolph Ziggler tried reinforcing it. And look at this, has him up for a powerbomb, but Dolph Ziggler punches to the head. And look at the almost again, just using the strength advantage. And look at that, has him up for the powerbomb. What's he thinking? And look at this, over the top rope right to the ground. Goes out of the ring. Dolph Ziggler on the shoulders, but Dolph's getting out of that situation. Almost again just using the strength advantage. Has him back up. But that's what he's thinking. Dolph Ziggler spine ribs first even into the ring post. Gets him back in the ring. Look at that, a big back suplex. Done to the head. Ziggler went for a big one on clothesline. Almost getting back up. Almost big reversal. Went for a big move for clothesline into the corner by Dolph. Big boot by Omos. And look at this, looking for the double handed choke slam. Going for the pin off it. 1, 2, 3. Almost getting the victory. Look at this. Dolph Ziggler tried to fight back, but Omos does too much. Almost doesn't look like he's finished. Ziggler lifeless on the powerbomb on the announcer's table. Almost looking to do something here. Ziggler lifeless. And look at that, what's he thinking? Face first onto it for now. And look at that, I think he's just trying to injure Dolph Ziggler. Look at that, really going trying to injure Dolph Ziggler. Here, head injury possibly. Over and over, head off the announcer's table. We will see in a minute for the next matchup of the night. Okay, bro, going up against The Miz and John Morrison. Let's get this one on its way. Riddle coming out first, former tag team champion. Lost the opportunity to get a rematch. Orton coming out now. No, he's not happy about losing that opportunity either, but trying to build momentum. And the fans chanting for Riddle. Okay, bro, in the ring, but look at this. The opponent coming out now. And look at this. The Miz is here. And look at this, looking for John Morrison to come out as well. This is going to be an interesting matchup. Miz and Riddle starting things off in this one. Bell rings, here we go. Blocking those chops and punches, but Miz gets a kick. Takes Riddle down. And look at this, tagging in John Morrison. And look at this, chops and punches and everything in between. Ice Rep into RK-Bro's corner. Tag to Orton. Has him in and a double super kick to John Morrison. And the stomp by Orton. And look at this, Morrison's getting out of the way. Big back suplex. Armbar in of sorts. Stretching that arm. John Morrison getting brutal here. Tag to the Miz. History between Miz and Orton, but vintage Orton all of the backbreaker kicks him. Here, Orton changes his mind and it might have cost him more. The Miz misses knee and a clothesline by Orton, and look at that, taunting right in front of John Morrison. Lovely DDT, and looking to tag Riddle back in. Riddle legal. Big chop by Riddle, and look at this, Riddle trying to build some momentum, and that Ice Rip into RK-Bro's corner once again. And look at this, a tag to Orton, puts Miz on the top rope. Hogan Warner into the power bomb combo, and Orton with a big knee buster to the Miz. And look at this, Ice Rip into the opposite corner now. And one for stomp, but Miz getting a kick in. And look at that, big boot to the face of Orton. Kick to the midsection now, and chops and punches takes down Orton. And the Miz feeling confident now. Picks Orton up. What's he thinking? Ice Rip into his own corner. Doesn't tag in Morrison. Off the turnbuckles and beautiful roll up. Doesn't hold it in for the pin though. Orton here gets the leg of the Miz. Turns that around. And look at this, smartly tagging in Riddle and the Miz. Tagging in John Morrison. And look at this, Morrison starting off with the kick. And by backbreaker. Beautiful by John Morrison. Riddle here in trouble. Ice Rip off the rope. No, Riddle goes over the rope. Morrison follows him out. Arm straps in. And look at this, John Morrison is now feeling confident. Beautiful move. Side count. Maybe cover, double count, that doesn't happen. So makes a knee bar in of sorts. And Morrison getting out of that situation though. Ice Rip into the barricade. 7 count by the referee. 8 count here. Morrison looking to count out. Riddle 9 count, gets back in the ring. The match continues, lock up. Morrison getting the advantage. Puts Riddle on the ropes. Big chop and smartly targeting the leg of Riddle. Knows how brutal Riddle's kicks can be. 1 foot up, but Riddle ducks and a recoil knee strike, and John Morrison could be in trouble. And going for the pin off it. 1, 2, and a big kick out by John Morrison. Top up moonsault off the top turnbuckle, beautifully done by Riddle. Picks him up. Big roundhouse kick, looking for the blow, mixing. And look at this, has it locked in? Is it going to be enough? It's John Morrison going to tap out. Look at this, Orton trying to make sure Miz doesn't enter. I don't think the Miz is going to. It's Morrison going to tap out though. No, Riddle decides to release the hold. And look at this. Gut wrench suplex, holds it then, looking around, takes out the covers, that's another one for good matches by Riddle. Orton tagged in by Riddle. Look at this. Orton continuing the damage to John Morrison as the Miz watches. Look at that. And tags the Miz in. Afterwards goes Orton. And look at that, a double shoulder barge. And now the Miz walking on the arm of Orton. Stomps right to the fingers, it looks like, and the Miz, as ever, feeling confident, but a beautiful reversal by Orton. The Miz gets straight back up though. You have to wonder what the thing in a big boot once again to Orton. Orton getting back up, tags in. John Morrison does the Miz. And a lock up between Orton and John Morrison. Orton looking for the exploder suplex. Connects in on the side of RK Bro. It's John Morrison. Beautiful reversal by Morrison with the high kick to the head of Orton. And look at that, the Miz and John Morrison keeping each other fresh. Big running knee by the Miz, that could be it. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and Orton getting the shoulder up. Look at the Miz and shock of that, but the Miz here waiting for Orton to get back to his feet. Miz looking for the skull custom finale. No, Orton smartly getting out of it. Look at that, going for an uppercut to the back of the neck, and Riddle getting tagged in. Best man of RK Bro is Riddle at the minute, picking up the Miz, who could be out of it after the European uppercut to the neck. And look at the strike from Riddle, but the Miz with arm drag. Miz making his way to tag against John Morrison. John Morrison in the ring. That tie up with Riddle. Riddle exploded suplex of his own. Morrison getting back to his feet. They punches and everything in between. Taking down John Morrison. Picks him up. And look at that beautiful wrestling takedown by Riddle. And Riddle's looking for something. Looking for the bull. Mission once again. Is it going to be enough? And the Miz able to cancel it, and Orton was waiting for the Miz, but going for the pin. It's Riddle. 1, 2, 3. I think the bull mission made John Morrison pass out beforehand. The Miz a bit too slow. Big one in the air. And RK Bro in. Time for the next match stop of the night. Big E against Finn Balor here. Big E making his way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds.
And the Prince is here. Finn Balor. All ranking matches this week mostly. But we do have a couple of killer matches up tonight, and the WWE Championship on the line. And look at this, Finn Balor, but Big E, clearly the strength advantage has him in the suplex. But look at this, early on, doing squats with Finn Balor up in that vertical position, and down he goes. And Big E here, building momentum for himself, and look at this, just keeps on stomping the mud hole in Finn Balor. Finn going for the knee, knows the history of knee injuries Big E's had, but Big E's saying, come on, have the power advantage, but Finn still not giving up. And look at this, elbows right to the spine. Finn Balor off the ropes and falls, and look at Big E getting aggressive here on Finn Balor. And look at this, lifting them up, punches, and look at this, has him up, and look at that, backbreaker once again, taking the arm through the flow, and look at this, Big E, and Finn Balor in trouble. And look at this, looking for a submission early on. The Finn Balor, sweeping the leg of Big E, right to look behind the knee, and a big recoil forearm. And look at this, Finn Balor trying to build some momentum for himself here. Look at this, top elbow, but Big E able to move out of the way. Big E here has Finn up, and a big body slam here, and a beautiful kick to the face, double foot stomp, and look at this, Finn trying to build the momentum he needs, and a sling blade, and look at this, rolls through, jab kick right to the face of Big E, and Finn thinking what to do, looking to go top rope. What's he thinking? But knee to the face. I thought he might have run for the good car, but he didn't just yet, and dragging Big E away from the rope. Might have took too much time though. 1, 2, and Big E getting the shoulder up, and going for the elbow, and connect with it this time, picking Big E up. And Big E, beautiful knee to the midsection, great, just beating Finn Balor down, kicked right to the spine. And Big E, look at this, building the momentum, looking for the Big E splash, connect, and we know what he looks for after this, and look at this time, to build the crowd behind him, looking for the big ending right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, big victory for Big E. Beautiful move. Big E, big victory. On to the next match we go. A match I'm looking forward to here. Seth Rollins against Keith Lee. Seth Rollins, Keith Lee up next. And look at this, the Messiah of Monday Night Raw out first. Oh, shit. the limited one, Keith Lee, is here, looking to build some momentum. And the fans seem to be behind Keith Lee in this one. And look at that, starting off with a trap man for Seth Rollins here. Big German suplex to the big Keith Lee. And look at this. Punch to the midsection. Lock up. Seth Rollins getting the bat off it, going for a big gut buster. And look at this, looking for the recoil on. Keith Lee goes down. And look at that, Seth Rollins looking for it once again, and the second one. And look at that, Seth Rollins going to the top turnbuckle. Turns around looking for the Phoenix Splash. Connects with it, something we don't see too often. Going for the pin. Is it going to be enough? 1, 2, and a big kick out by Keith Lee. And look at that, picking Keith Lee up. Kick to the midsection. And look at that, Keith Lee catches the leg of Seth Rollins, turns him around. And look at this lock up between the men. Keith Lee had Seth by the heart, but Seth Rollins getting out of it. Lock up once again. Seth goes low. Big DDT to the Keith Lee. And once again, Seth Rollins going for the knee strike. And that one could be enough. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a big kick out once again by Keith Lee. And look at that, still walking on him, going to the apron, goes up to the top rope, looking for the Phoenix Splash once again, connects with it. And Seth Rollins realizing he's in control of this one. And look at this, once again, really looking to enter the head of Keith Lee. Keith Lee, one and cross body load, takes down Seth Rollins. And look at this, Keith Lee has walked up, throwing Seth across the ring. And look at this, picks him up by his ears, it looks like, and throws him once again. And stomps, misses, and Seth Rollins getting the better of it, snap suplex. And Keith Lee Rollins out, trying to get up, but Seth Rollins, we've seen that before, but Seth Rollins really focused on the head of Keith Lee, going for the kick, but Keith Lee gets out of it. And beautiful by Keith Lee. And look at this, what's Keith Lee thinking? Puts Seth Rollins in the corner. And again, head first. And look at this. Oh, right to the chest. Big boot by Seth Lowe, saving himself for now. Lock up by both men. Ice rip. Keith Lee goes over the top rope low. Seth Rollins follows him out of the ring. 1 count starting by the referee. And look at this, rake in the eyes of Seth Rollins. And look at this, right to the midsection once again. Beautiful chop, but Keith Lee answers it with double chop. And look at this time for Keith Lee. No, Seth Rollins smartly getting out of it. Big DDT. And the ice whip rings up the ringside. Referee still counting. Knee to the face. Seth Rollins here, walking over Keith Lee. That count here. And look at Blair Gresham. Oh my God, Frankensteiner by Keith, by Seth Rollins. 8 count. Need to be careful. Both of these men don't realise the count of the referee. 9. Seth Rollins getting back in. Breaks the count. Smart by Seth Rollins. And but Keith Lee smartly taking advantage of it. Seth Rollins into the ring post. Keith Lee telling himself to get in the ring. Seth Rollins does that. And look at this, Keith Lee has him up, and on the rope hangs Seth Rollins, picking Seth Rollins up. And look at this, going for the flat liner, going for the pin off it. Is it going to be enough? 1, 2, and Seth Rollins getting the shoulder up, and look at Keith Lee, shocked at that, but lifting Seth Rollins into the corner. And look at this, just dealing damage to the Messiah. And the boat to the neck. Getting aggressive as Keith Lee. Picking Seth Rollins up once again. Big top, Seth blocks it. Big DDT, didn't have it, the hook in right. But Seth Rollins realising this could be his moment. Kick, no! Keith Lee stops the kick. And look at this, Keith Lee, control of Seth Rollins, puts him on the rope. And look at this, reinforced by Seth Rollins, but Keith Lee just goes through him, and a punch. Sending Seth across the ring, going for the pin off at 1, 2, and a kick out once again by Seth faking Rollins. Lee picking them up, and look at this, going for the Glory Hunter. Look at this, in the middle of the ring after 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee gets a big victory. And look at that back and forth match. Seth Rollins does the Ollie momentum, but Keith Lee stayed in it. And look at this, this is what really changed the punch into the corner. And look at this, look how far Seth Rollins goes. Keith Lee was right up, but still able to kick out. Then he looked Glory Hunter, and that. Happy with that victory. We'll be with you in a minute for the next matchup of the night. Becky Lynch against AJ Lee. And the women's champion is here. Becky Lynch making her way to the ring. She will be facing AJ Lee as all the warm-up match.
And from Jersey City, New Jersey,
AJ Lee on her way to the ring. Becky Lynch, AJ Lee. Bell rings. And look at this beautiful move. And a beautiful powerbomb by Becky Lynch. And look at this celebrating. Becky Lynch saying the championship isn't going anywhere. Well, for close down, but changed their mind and for the DDT. 1 easy kick out for AJ Lee. Beautiful drop kick by the women's champion. And look at this, still walking her over, and Becky Lynch getting aggressive here, walking on her arm, looking to soften it up for the disarmer later on. And look at that stomp. And more stomps, still being aggressive. Beautiful drop kick to the back of the neck, and Becky Lynch is feeling confident in this one. Picking AJ Lee up, big slap across the face. Right, one for a drop kick. I think AJ Lee reinforces it, walking on the leg. And it's hard on that leg, going top turnbuckle. Becky Lynch is up to her feet though. Stops the punch here. AJ Lee goes for it. Beautiful move. Springboard leg drop connects. I think both legs went across the face of Becky Lynch. So big uppercut by AJ Lee. Big reversal by Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch ice whip into the corner. Big chop. And what's he thinking here? Big elbow. And look at this, building some momentum. Left Becky Lynch up into the whoops. Or hangs a soaked fuss on the whoops. AJ Lee looking for the big and for the DDT. Picking Becky Lynch up though. Looking for Black Widow. Is it going to get on the victory? Is he going to make the women's champion tap out? No, look at this. Becky Lynch able to get out. Beautiful takedown. Beautiful way to get out of it. Lock up between the two women off the... Well, no! Over the whoops. Becky Lynch could be in trouble in this one. A bit of big shoulder bobs to AJ Lee. And look at this. Becky celebrating it. Big boot and sends AJ Lee into the barricade. Look at that. What's he thinking? Hangs her on the barricade. Beautiful by Becky Lynch. Big kick to the midsection. Lock up. And oh, ice whip up the ringside. 5 count. Gets back in the ring. Does back a big punch by AJ Lee to meet the law. Hogan one, I think, coming up. Beautiful move. Becky gets out of that one. And look at that. Beautiful. And for the DDT. Going for the pin off it. Just testing the waters. 1, 2. And a big kick out by AJ Lee. And Becky Lynch realizing the victory isn't far off. And looking for the man handle slam. Connects with it. And look at this. Looking to stand a statement. Looking for the disarmer. A big reversal by AJ. Big reversal by Becky Lynch. Slap across the face. Ice whip into the corner. Face first into the turnbuckle. Becky Lynch does trying to build some momentum. Face first once again. Look at this big kick. And look at this. AJ Lee falling out of the ring. Could be trouble here. On the outside, big slap once again. And look at that beautiful combo by Becky Lynch. Lock up at AJ Lee going for a big neckbreaker on the back of her knee. AJ Lee getting aggressive. And look at this. Getting back in the ring does AJ Lee. Taunting Becky Lynch, the women's champion. And look at this, looking to lock in Black Widow for the second time. Is Becky Lynch going able to escape it, or is she going to tap out? Referee checking, close making sure. And look at this, Becky Lynch somehow getting out of it. Uses the rope to damage AJ Lee. What's Becky Lynch doing? Ice whip. AJ Lee goes out of the ring this time. One count by the referee starting. And look at that, Becky Lynch practicing her punches, beautiful kick. And look at this, basically out of nowhere, looking for the disarmer. Is AJ Lee going to tap out? The referee in her face asking, and she taps out Becky Lynch with a hard fought victory for that one. One-handle slam. Look at this, the disarmer. Look at that, the chalk on it just took AJ Lee away from the whoops. And AJ Lee had to tap out like so many people before her. I can't see anything, I'm scared. Yep, my game crashed. Great.